This is the most visited castle in the entire Europe, le Mont Saint-Michel. Over than 3 million visitors the last year. And today I will show you why this place attracts so much people. And I forgot to say you, I only have 1 hour, otherwise I will miss my bus. Of course, as always, you know me.
Le Mont Saint-Michel is an island located in Normandy, near the English Channel, La Manche. Well, technically it's an island, but sometimes it turns into a peninsula. It all depends on the tides. Twice a day the sea comes in and surrounds the castle, isolating it from the mainland, but most of the time the water retreats for long periods, and you can easily walk around the fortress. That tidal shift is actually one of the best parts of visiting Mont Saint-Michel, but a little warning, some areas have quicksand, which can be dangerous. Fun fact, Normandy is the only region in France where you will find quicksand. Now, you might ask, when is the best time to visit? That depends on the tides. Personally, I think it's the most magical during high tide, when the island is completely surrounded by water. I will leave a link in the description where you can check the tide schedule. As for the season, avoid big holidays and the big summer crowds. From late September to March, you will find fewer tourists, higher tides, and, in my opinion, perfect weather for exploring.
Is it possible that I don't have to pay for the entry? Does it mean I will save 16 euros again? It doesn't really look like a castle, it's more like a village. You see, there is even a grandpa taking care of his garden. There are more than 350 steps to the very top, so no more than 40 minutes left, so we have to hurry up. Let's go. Oh yeah, here we go. That's actually the place where they're looking for the tickets. Unfortunately, that's not for free.
The story of Mont Saint-Michel begins way back in 708 AD when the Archangel Michael appeared in a dream to Saint Aubert, the bishop of Arfranges, and asked him to build a sanctuary in his name. At first, Aubert ignored the vision, but Michael was persistent, appearing again, and eventually the bishop gave in. The first small church was built, and over time a village began to grow at the foot of the mount. As more and more pilgrims came, the need for a larger church became clear. In the 13th century, the King of France donated funds, making it possible to build the Grand Abbey that still crowns the island today. After that, two major events shaped Mont Saint-Michel's history. First was the 100 Years' War. Because of its strategic position, the mount became less of a church and more of a fortress. It even withstood a 30-year siege without falling. The second key moment came during the French Revolution, when the abbey was closed and converted into a prison. From the late 18th century until 1863, many political prisoners were held here, and even today, you can still see traces of that period in the architecture.
Yes, just as I thought. I can't get out of here. Oh! I'm doomed to stay here for the rest of my life. Bonjour, j'ai entendu que pour moins de 26 ans, c'est gratuit. Oui. Yes, alright, so I asked the staff and they say that the entrance ticket is for free for anyone who is younger than 26 years old, so guys, if you're younger than 26 years old, come here. You won't have to pay 20 euros for the entrance. So the strategy is the following: to get to the highest point of this church or this castle as fast as possible, because again, I don't have as much time as I'd like to have.
Let's talk about the biggest problem with Mont Saint-Michel so far. Can you see this, and this? Yeah, way too many people. Sometimes it's almost impossible to move around. And the crazy part? This wasn't even during the best time to visit. On paper, 3 million visitors a year sounds impressive, but the moment you step inside, it quickly turns from impressive to annoying. Honestly, that's the only thing that can ruin your visit here.
What the hell is Disco Ball doing here? I mean, they're putting inside some crazy, strange objects which have no connection to the actual castle. I wonder what is the link between this thing and this thing. Oh my fucking god, what is this? Why is there a moon inside a church? I mean, what is the meaning? Like to entertain other people? Visitors? Probably. Oh! I found the gardens! The gardens from Harry Potter, let's go! Here we have a small version of this castle. To be honest, it looks terrible.
So let's say you want to visit Mont Saint-Michel. How do you get there? From Paris, you can take a direct train to Pontorson, the closest railway station to the mount. From there, a 40-minute shuttle bus will take you straight to the entrance. The whole trip takes about 4 hours in total, and tickets usually cost around 35–50 euros one way, depending on how early you book. Another option is to book a guided tour from Paris, which includes transportation by bus and sometimes even a stop at another town along the way.
These columns are so big. I mean, I have an impression that I will be buried here somewhere. If you ask me what is this wheel, it is not for hamsters, it is actually for the prisoners. Because a long time ago, during the Napoleonic era, this place was a prison. And inside there were actual people who made this wheel turn, and you see this, I forgot the word, but you see this thing, yes, and it made the stuff actually go up.
So, is the castle worth visiting? Absolutely yes, but you will want to set aside enough time, ideally the whole day. The best way to explore is with a guide. Not only will they make sure you don't miss anything, but they can also take you to places normally off limits to visitors. For example, guides often have keys to locked doors, hidden passageways and even old prison cells. Plus, it's much safer to walk around with a guide. That way you won't risk wandering into dangerous areas with moving sand.
I mean, it looks like a beautiful boutique, but I'm pretty sure that everything here is overpriced, so I won't even bother you showing like some meaningless stuff.